Yeah.
L Weezy, what's good, man?
What's happening?
Detroit's finest, what's going down, man?
You know me, man. Just taking it easy. It's holiday season. Things are getting a little crazy out there, but I'm holding it down, man. It's just funny, you know, when you become an adult, how the holidays kind of just flip on your head a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you ain't never.
You got all them responsibilities and stuff, boy. You be looking at them holidays different.
Oh man.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm good in good health, man. So hey, man, no complaints this way, man. Living it up, you know.
Man, Jay Kemp, what's good, man? Jay Kemp in
Man,
the building.
what's cracking? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's goody?
Man, how's the weather down there, man? I'm hating a little bit.
Yeah, man.
It's been great, man. It's been like 80s like for the past week and a half, really, man. It's been great. Really, I like when it's at night and it's decent. I can sit outside, man, and just kind of relax and chill, man. I like to sit outside at night.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
And it's been comfortable for me to have a t-shirt on at night.
Yeah, what is it?
I
like
seen a white dude today in a drop top in Indiana.
Nighttime temperatures lately been like anywhere between like 67 and like 70. Which is like perfect crispy. For like chilling. And as long as it's not windy and no wind, just a quiet night.
Yeah, man, that's crispy.
Yeah.
Win.
All you got
win.
You just gotta watch out for them gators.
Yeah. Shit.
Gotta keep a trash can out there like homeboy did with that little trash can and bull.
Dude, hilarious.
You know what I mean?
Man. He thought he was doing something too. Like, really, you a fool, bro.
He's foolish. Mad foolish.
Like, you do realize some gators are athletes. Like, they ain't no like just punk ass animal.
They look slow. The next thing you know, they wobbling on your ass.
Yeah, they can hit about 30, bro. They can hit about 30 mph.
They can hit the 30? Dang.
They can hit the 30, though.
Hey, it might be a wrap.
That's what makes it scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not careful, like, if they want to. Like, they can't hit the 30 very long, of course.
Obviously.
But if it's like a short distance and they just hungry like it,
and
you in the midst of the 30 where it's just enough distance where they can hit that top end speed, it's over.
Yo, that's the wildest stuff I've heard today. It's like I knew that, but I didn't know that. Like, to hear it is like, man, God bless.
Hey, man, what's taking over down there too, man? Like the snakes and boo?
Yeah, man, the snakes is just evasive, man. And they got like some more crazy lizards now.
I was just gonna say them iguanas or something too.
It's like a larger iguana now.
Yeah,
man, I don't know how. Brazil
and it be posted up like,
iguanas.
"Hey, man, messing with me."
Right?
Go ahead, mess with me.
And this is more of an aggressive, like big lizard. So
yeah, no, I'm tight.
Exactly.
Off of that.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad that's more south than me.
Yeah.
I got to worry about them big lizards, man. I'm good on them.
Yeah, we're not trying to get slithered today, Doc.
Nah, man.
I'm good on that, bro.
Mr. Iceberg Slim, how you doing over there, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'll tell you what, man. I'm ready for the holidays just to just chill, be at the house, man.
Man.
Fact.
It's everybody's just stressed out, so they need to go home. You know, everybody need to go home.
People need to go home.
Hit that reset. Won't you just go home?
Right? Won't you just go home? Lloyd and Boyd and Benarski.
Won't you just go home?
I think everybody needs a reset, man. And I think LB knows, man. AWS been wilding.
Oh man,
past 2 weeks.
Yeah, man.
What other thing too, man? Have y'all heard about that Java joint? Right, that Java little joint about to shut down a whole bunch of companies, man.
Oh, I
Yeah,
believe it,
man.
man. I
Nerdy
believe it.
talk, nerdy talk on the fresh
Yeah,
out. You know what I'm
we
saying?
getting into the nerd bag
We
now.
getting
Yeah,
in the
nerd
nerd
bag,
bag
and
now,
then
man.
Bebo P
Yeah.
ain't even here for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was up at 4 a.m. dealing with some foolishness from AD. Shout out to AWS though, because we
Yeah,
don't want y'all
man.
to break the net.
Nah,
want the net
man.
to be on.
AWS go down, man. Everything go down,
The
bro.
world shuts down. We
Oh
done.
yeah, man. It's a wrap, bro. Like
Yeah.
We done.
it's so many things that are like pinned off of AWS, man. It's scary actually how
It
many
is.
things might go down. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
And they even
you
try to
know,
say like, "Oh, you're redundant. You can flip a switch," and
man,
it's
there's
like,
no redundancy. There's no redundancy to not having net. There's none.
No.
Somebody like
Yeah,
Kim
man.
Jong-un gonna be pulling up real quick. Soon as we lose our net, he's gonna be right over here like,
Yeah,
oh, y'all
man.
need some net?
Y'all need some net. I got it.
I got it. But you gonna have
But
to
it's gonna be
pay for
filtered,
it.
and we watching everything.
Yeah, man.
All your people gonna want to be communists here soon.
Yeah, man.
Hey man, like I said, if you just watching the show or you new to the channel, man, this is Fresh Out, man. We are the only spot you got, man. Pretty much, we the only thing you got. So yeah, come over
You
here.
know it.
Hip hop, man. News, man. We go in. Last episode, LB was referencing MC Hammer, man. When have you heard that?
Yo.
Come on, man. You never heard of that?
Hey, man, you know.
But it made sense though. It gave perspective.
Made crazy
LB
sense,
hit
man.
us with that perspective with that MC Hammer though. It gave a lot of perspective of what was going in on.
And that's what a lot of people miss these days, man. A lot of times people they missing the context and they missing perspective.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So those are two things. Like you should never take anything that you receive just at like face value. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, shout out to Bebo P too, man. Nightmare, Los, you know how y'all do it, man. You know,
shout out to
holding
the
it down,
team,
man, all day. You know how we do.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like I said, hit the Cash App, man. If you're feeling what my brothers are doing, man, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, man, this is where you come for all the hip hop news. The perspective is just crazy. You know how we do it, man. So
support your peoples.
Support your people, man. Black on, let's go.
You know,
but we got to talk about Master P. Speaking of black owned, Master P, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Master P.
Man.
Percy.
So much Percy Miller.
Yeah,
this dude doesn't get enough credit, man. Get enough flowers, man.
Bro, telling you.
You know, recently he was basically talking about how he basically took $10,000 from a life insurance from a family member and flipped it to his empire, man. And the crazy thing, I just wanted to kind of run it past. It's kind of like a little flower thing, but just want to get you guys' thoughts on Master P and just how much of a, how he changed the game and, how he's still schooling these dudes like Kodak Black and these dudes now, man. Just what's your thoughts on him real quick, before we kind of go in?
Man, honestly, Master P is an icon.
Yes.
If you don't know Master P and who he is and the things that he's like accomplished, excuse me, you need to go back and do your homework on this, man. Do your homework because and this is another one of those things where you need perspective as well. Because prior to Master P, nobody in hip hop or rap was really taking control of their business the way that Master P was. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And he was taking care of artists all over the place and not taken care of by just handing them cash, but he was handing them game and assets and things that they could use and keep that were going to be good for them well into their old age. And he was doing that in the early to mid 90s. You know what I'm saying?
90s.
Yeah.
Man.
So man, like when I think about they talk about all these moguls of hip hop and stuff like that. He's at the top of the list for me.
Oh, absolutely.
When I think about moguls, I know some people want to get into this Diddy thing and Jermaine Dupri and all of that. But Master P, man,
Master P ain't never had no car repo. Stop playing. Stop playing with this boy right here.
No, stop playing with him for real, man, because his money is legit and his money is his and his choices are his as well. And a lot of people really don't have a full understanding of that piece right there, being able to make the choice, because it's a lot of your favorite rappers, favorite producers, they ain't got no choices. They got to do what they got to do because their contract says they got to do it. Their sponsor says they have to do it. There's all these things that are controlling them, and Master P sets his own agenda. And not only does he set his own agenda, but he took care and has taken care of his business while taking care of his own agenda. Because some people, they take care of their own agenda, but they broke as hell, so it don't really matter.
Bruh, who you telling?
But not this man right here. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just powerful, man. And like I said, I'm not sure that there's another mogul that is that has it more laid out and together than Master P. I mean, only person I could think of off the top, and maybe I'll think of somebody else, is maybe Damon Dash, maybe.
Well, this thing, Damon is every mogul that I know of has took an L at some point, right?
Yeah.
Master P ain't never took no L.
Never
took an L. Like he's never had like, oh, I got a money problem, or I got this problem, or I got
I got cash flow problems.
Had one. D's had one.
Yep.
He may have had some ventures that failed, but as far as like an overall L, he's never taken an overall L.
Yeah, but he's never been out there like, oh man, I need $100,000 infusion just so I can like make it to the next.
I'm having a timing issue.
He never like wore the L.
You know what I'm
saying? He never wore it.
Facts.
Yeah. But
J Camp go in though.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, LB said it beautifully, man, and he's the first cat who gamed the labels.
Yeah.
He gamed the labels with that 80-20, right? Didn't he have like the 80-20 distribution board?
Yeah, he was doing numbers, man.
Yeah.
I mean, major numbers, and he was coming out with albums like, well, his team, the label was dropping albums like 2 albums per month.
Yeah, man.
And they was all going platinum or double.
Yeah.
And people was waiting out stores like Jordan's for them albums.
Absolutely.
Let's be 100, man.
And this was back when cats was dropping
when people
like
bought CDs.
Not only was they buying CDs, but they was only dropping what, maybe an album every 3 years or so.
Yeah.
3 years was kind of like the going rate of dropping albums back then. Like if a guy dropped an album in like a year after another album, it was considered crazy back in the 90s. So yeah, man, to be doing 2 albums from your label like a month is it's insane.
And people don't give him credit enough as well for just acquiring the talent that he was able to get. I mean, first of all, he saved Snoop's career.
Facts.
We talking about another icon. That dude saved, and Snoop credits Master P to this day.
Yeah, man.
For dropping the game on him and getting him out of that Suge.
Hey, let's be 100. This dude Master P went to Suge in jail and said, "Yo, I need him."
Yeah.
And
like who does? Hey, I'm going to jail to go get you. To go talk to Suge to get you out of your deal.
And I got this check.
Stop playing.
We gonna get him.
Stop playing with this man. He's just he was on a whole nother level, man.
Man. I mean, just the way his mind works. Like even the businesses that he's had has failed. The fact that he's done it, like he's never scared to step out there on a whim and just say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and put this app out here.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna get these rap snacks.
Cracking.
I just saw the rap snack
Dollar.
Drinks though. They got the sweet tea popping off now, man.
He wasn't scared to hit the 7-Elevens and the Family Dollars.
Yeah,
because he wanted his people to have access to black owned stuff.
Hey. And then rap snacks is good too.
They good. It's quality.
Man, I'm dropping so many bombs right now.
I mean, even with that Money Yeti,
man.
That's quality.
The Monier like, little shoes. Yeah, the shoes is sick.
That's Italian quality product.
Yeah,
I mean, the same folks that's buying up this Gucci, like he got the same caliber of quality leather. He's got that.
And let's be 100, man. If he was a single mom doing these things, man, he'd be the person of the year. The black fathers really don't get a lot of love because this thing, he got his son multi-million-dollar deals. You know what I'm saying? Like
when
Romeo had bread like in the early 2000s, and now the other son now is balling with his own little $1 million deal, even in the sports world. So
yeah, man. He his kids, the two, where they at Tennessee State? Is that where they at? I'm not sure.
I believe so. Something like that.
They just went to school for basketball, but they signed one of the very first name, image, and likeness contracts.
For like over $1 million. I want to say it's still the highest deal, I think, right?
Yeah. As soon as the NCAA said, "Hey, you can own your name, image, and likeness." Yeah, that's the joint right there. From my man 2 Chainz. But yeah, I mean,
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, they signed. I think they had the contract signed even before, like the.
Oh, they was ready, now. They was ready.
Oh no, they was ready.
I'm ready.
The ink was still wet. As soon as NCAA was like, "Oh yeah, you can do it," it was like, "Oh, news drop." Both of his sons, $1 million contract. Boom, boom. Boom,
he was ready.
Yeah, kicked it off, man. I mean, you have to respect this dude. If nothing else, you might hate his music, you might hate who he is, you might hate what he looks like, but you have to respect him.
You gotta respect a black man, black father, you know what I'm saying? Husband, husband, even though he's going through his divorce situation, but married a black woman, salute to that, you know what I'm saying? Or just married in general, a lot of brothers ain't doing that no more. Nope. So salute to the man, you know what I'm saying? We just want to like throw it out there, man. If you're working on your stuff, man, he started his with $10,000, which back then was probably about 30,000. But like I said, man,
plus he did drop a game on Nipsey too. I mean, R.I.P. Nipsey, but Nipsey has always talked about how P had dropped that game on him too. I mean, really, P's been giving a lot of free game. I mean, he's not charging cats everywhere. He's not charging cats for that.
And if you ain't seen him on his Instagram, man, that's one of the things he does on Instagram is he just grabs like products and he just gives them a little quick review sometimes. And it's just like, he tells people just send the stuff in and we'll take it out, take a look at it and tell you how we feel about it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And
he's doing his thing.
Boom, right there. That's some more game right there. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, hey, this is what these guys got. I like it. I don't like it. Here's what could be better. It's amazing, man. The work that he's done over his lifetime.
Shout out to P, man. Yeah, we gotta go to some young ballers, man, who finally got their swag right, man. In their public beat, they could be still hating on each other, whatever. But in public, man, they got right. I wish Jay Kent would go in there and style these dudes, man, because I don't know what they was wearing at this concert. But they did a dope concert in LA, man, to free Larry Hoover. What was your thoughts? And then also, which was dope, they partnered with Amazon to stream it 4K. What was your thoughts, man, on the concert? Even if you didn't see it, just what's your thoughts on the whole movement as far as these brothers getting together, ending beef instead of basically continuing this beef, which we've seen how some of that ends. How do you guys think about just the overall aspect of this situation?
Man, just the optics was great. Regardless of how you feel about the music that these dudes is putting out now.
Right.
It's all about the optics. I mean, these are two of the most powerful, and you could say they 1A and 1B as far as like power players in hip hop right now. And for them to come together for this benefit, once you get Republicans starting hating on you, that's when you know you got a big event. That's when you
I don't like that at all, guys. I don't like it.
I mean, even the feds, like when you got Republicans and the feds getting on you about this, that's this shook the earth a little bit. This was a tectonic plate move.
Oh,
so
yes.
I respect, man, Kanye and
shout out to Jay
doing
Prince
this.
too.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Jay Prince because there's subliminal in a lot of things that we do. A lot of times it's not good, but in this case, I would say, man, the fact that they understand that there's a lot of issues going on in our community, and what better person, like ID brought up in the Black Table Talk, check that out too.
Check it out.
Larry Hoover is a dude who can bring communities together because he's such a he's
a polarizing figure, you know what I mean?
He's a polarizing figure, but he's infamous and he's reformed. So why not give this man a chance? Because the folks who's doing this today ain't getting it done. No. I would rather take a chance on somebody like Larry Hoover, who's proven in the past that he can put a squad together. Now, I mean, it turned for the worse, but he knows how to.
Hey man, you gotta get your hands dirty when you're building the empire.
You gotta get your hands dirty, man. But it's all about digging into the core of what's going on, and what better person to be able to kind of pull us out of that.
I think he's the only man that can basically save Chicago.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about Chicago. So if you can save a city like Chicago, then you can start to hit up the Memphises and the Birminghams and the New Orleans and some of these other places that's going through the same issues, man. And it starts in a place like Chi-Town, man. And I think Larry Hoover he can get it done. I mean, it might sound like hopeful. I'm not trying to make this man out to be a prophet at all. It's more so. You know what I'm saying? The dude's reformed. I've seen some of the work that he's done. And I again, if you can get Drake and Kanye to squash they beef for this, because let's be honest, man, this wasn't a situation to really just fatten their pocket. It wasn't that type of move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't get me wrong. They made some money that night.
They made some money, but it wasn't
it's going to a good cause.
Sure.
It wasn't like the Astro bread, you know. They weren't going in that direction with it. This was for an actual cause, and I respect these brothers for getting that done. I'll let LB jump in here, man, and drop his gems on.
Hey, man, you covered this up. You covered the topic like clearly, man, and the thing to know is I kind of want to dive in on the piece that you were talking about a little bit more about. Larry Hoover being a kind of a reformed mindset and understanding who he is and understanding what it was that he was doing and how that impacted the community, right? And these are the exact people, these are the exact black men that and when I say they, everybody else that doesn't want to see black people succeed, this is exactly who they don't want us to get a hold of, right? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because this is Malcolm X after the pilgrimage, okay?
Yes.
And that's why they had to go do away with Malcolm X, because he got clear-headed and he started to see crystal clear. And then once he had that clarity, along with his his communication skills and his delivery and his bringing people together, oh man, they saw the danger in that. You know what I'm saying?
The biggest thing that he did was he connected with Martin and was like, "Hey man, let's stop beefing because all we doing is making them money." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. So when I get it, black men, we kind of go through our phases, and we got plenty of problems that we bump into, and we gonna deal with those problems. You know what I'm saying? But one of the other things that we not always do, but a lot of times we do, is at some point we get that clarity, and he has that, but he also had this this empire that he knew how to build and that he built. You know what I'm saying? And to have both of those things
with no money,
clarity along with empire building, you become the most dangerous person.
You become dangerous, bro.
That's around, which is why this coming together for Larry Hoover was really big because of that. Right now, that's the other thing, man, to think about, is that we rarely get a lot of these beefs to kind of ease up. You know what I'm saying? Obviously we got Jay and Nas, back in the day, to kind of come together after a little bit,
and that was like that was mainly corporate. You know what I'm saying?
it was corporate. It was
white.
Oh, he's
a
on Def Jam now, so I'm the president, so I got to talk to him.
It was a white collar,
and I'm still take your budget though.
But somehow they figured out a way to not be at each other's necks. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Regardless of what it was that allowed that. And so to get these two brothers to understand, like, hey, man, we don't need to be at each other's necks. And that if we come together, we can do more. We can start to do more, man. So that's big. Now, whether it, if there's any fruit that is bared from this tree, I can't really say one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? But it's the first steps, and that's what we need.
Yep.
We always need those
first
steps. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody can maybe take this first step, and it might inspire somebody else's first step, then we can start to see some real togetherness. Because let's be perfectly honest, it is good to have a lot of these organizations that try to come together, such as NAACP and even the BLMs and things like that. But they can only get to certain people
That's it.
at a certain place.
They don't have the influence. They don't have the influence level.
They don't have the influence level, and they just don't have the impact. And the impact comes from guys like this. Big name guys like Kanye and Drake. Hip hop drives a lot of our community. And to be perfectly honest, if any of those organizations really ever want to take the next step, they have to take the next step by getting these guys in a good place. And I think that's what Jay Prince realized,
that's money,
right? You know what I'm saying? Jay Prince realized that and was like, hey, this is how we can get this because I know how to build. And so I think that was a big thing. And then just shout out to these brothers for even like considering it, putting it on their radar and saying, you know what, I can find a way to be able to pull this off. And I think, and it all went over well. You know what I'm saying? What's crazy is you didn't hear a ton of news about this, and you probably didn't.
Hey, you don't even see like press photos.
Nah. And you didn't.
You see screenshots from the Amazon show.
Because there was no shenanigans. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's when you know it's no shenanigans. Absolutely.
But when it's no shenanigans, then they don't want to drop us no headlines or whatever. So this is headline material. But obviously, we're never going to get that headlining material.
I saw more headlines about his boots than the actual event.
Oh, facts. 100,000%. Because it's too positive. It's too positive. It's too good. It has too much of a positive effect on our community.
Yeah, it was either their boots or like, oh, the merchandise was so basic. Like, who cares, man?
Bunch of stuff that don't really
that let you know how brainwashed people are.
Yeah,
that let you know how brainwashed people are. When you're looking at like intangible, I mean, it's nothing tangible they're talking about. When you're looking at those like just boo-boo intangibles like that nobody cares about, like, come on, man. Yeah, that's what got like BLM in trouble. When you arguing with cats like J. Cole, that's what makes these artists not want to mess with you. And that's when they start to kind of call you out.
They can unlock that bread too. You know what I'm saying?
They can unlock their bread, but
they
your
can
calls
unlock so much bread.
Even if I feel your calls, if you out here arguing with me because you don't feel like I'm doing enough.
Right.
And I'm like, how do you know what I'm out here doing, bro? Like you on Twitter.
And let's be clear, a rapper's job is not the same job as a BLM person's job.
It's
like,
not.
Like you have
their job is to show up at the event and just support it. Like, hey, I support it, and that's it.
Yeah, man. And so that's the thing. Just like any good organization, like everybody ain't an engineer. Because everybody would be down in the weeds and wouldn't nothing get done. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a reason there's a CEO and a COO and there's other people that are project managers and stuff like this.
This is why you have a marketing team and a sales team. You know what I'm saying? And this is why the CEO is not going to spend that money that the marketing people need. You know, come on now.
Right. Because you need different people to take on different roles. Right. And so what they like, you don't need to go to the software engineer and be like, hey man, you don't know how to do HR. Of course he doesn't know how to do HR.
That's not what he does.
That's not what he does. Same thing here. These are rappers. Rappers ain't supposed to be doing the BLM stuff. Y'all supposed to be doing
and let's be clear too.
And let me play my role.
When we unite, we make the money. When we beefing, they make the money. You know what I'm saying? Because they get then that's when they can start doing coverage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and we're not even hating on BLM either. This ain't like a BLM bash session at all. This is more so we just free game is all it is.
We have to provide critiques of ourselves. You know,
we got to. You can't grow if you don't critique yourself. If you can't look in the mirror and just take a hard look at the flaws, you never gonna be able to smooth them rough edges. You never gonna be able to do it.
Michael Jackson told you, I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
Man,
exactly.
Hey, if you just checking in, man, we got a lot of cats on here right now, man. If you checking in with us, man, Fresh Out, J Camp holding it down, LB's holding it down, Bebo P's got the night off, man. But if you like what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel, hit our IG Fresh Out Show, without the E, you know how it goes down. If you got some friends, man, you need a last minute gift.
Hey.
These are just on the website now. You know what I'm saying? The brothers ain't even got these yet. I ain't shipped them out yet.
Yeah, I ain't got them yet.
We got that, man. We got the shot glass. You know what I'm saying? You had a hard week. Go ahead and put some in this cup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fresh Out get you together. Fresh Out get you together.
We're going to get you right, man. You know. Speaking of getting it together, we've been talking about this for a whole year, man. First of all, shout out to us because we've been covering this hard. You know what I'm saying?
We have. You know how we get.
We gave a lot of insight, man. I think we the ones that navigated this whole thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Dre quietly got that divorce. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro,
quietly got it, man.
quietly.
And then she's still Nicole's still mad as hell, man.
Quietly,
with that Inspector Gadget chant.
Yeah, boy.
But he celebrated
bro.
with the divorces, AF balloons, man, after an ugly 1 billion legal battle.
Billy.
God bless, man.
One of them things.
Wow.
Y'all the married brothers of the crew, man. Just talk about how relieved he probably is.
Man, I mean, when you go through something ugly like that and
This
it's
is
finally
tough.
over,
It's
dude,
tough.
you just you done.
And they've been
man.
together for a minute too, right? How long were they
They've been
together?
man, for a while.
Yeah.
ID. What's the actual years on that iceberg?
Let me
I thought it was like a
let me get my
dub.
BOP on.
Yeah,
Or close to a dub.
Close to a dub for sure. Yeah,
well, they've been together since the 90s, man. So
that's what I'm saying. So it's been a minute.
Oh no, they were together for 20 years.
20 years. Okay.
That's why I thought it was a dub somewhere in there.
Okay.
That's a long time, man.
Yeah, man.
26 years. Let's be 100.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Even
more.
Even more. You know what I'm saying? That's a long time, man.
Quarter century, man. It's real.
It's funny that we're talking about. I mean, there's no easy way to really just.
They got married in 96.
Okay.
And I think we live in a world now where everything is made public. So we don't know 100% a lot of the ins and outs as far as like what they were going through. We just kind of know the ins and outs of this ugly divorce battle. So I can see somebody like Dre like, look, I'm just glad I'm out the news. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad my whole my ish is no longer being out there, because she obviously didn't mind.
I mean, she used to be a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, shout out to her, you know what I mean?
She was definitely angling through the media, you know what I'm saying, to get what she needed to get. I mean, you know, she's doing what she needed to do, but at the end of the day, man, I know he's both are probably like, I'm glad this is over with. So hopefully Dre can move on, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he kept all his empires and everything that means more to him than any marriage or, you know, anything. You know, his name is worth more than gold. So hopefully he was able to keep all that stuff. What say you though, Phil, on that?
You know, man, it's just, oh my goodness, all of this is just wild. You know what I'm saying? But
facts.
It's like when you are you know, locked at the hip with somebody for 26 years, man.
And don't get me wrong, she held him down on a few things at the beginning.
Okay, that's what's up.
So I mean, she's not like, oh, I'm just sitting in the house drinking mimosas. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what's up, man. Like she had to be doing something right to hang around that long, right? Like, you don't make it 26 years and be on that old tomfoolery the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So at some point she was probably doing something right. Who knows why it's wrong now? You know what I'm saying? And obviously, things build up over years and stuff like that. But also, you know, sometimes people, they can't handle when you or they are not, you know, the man no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, people ain't looking at you in the same way.
Like, oh, you're not going to all the events. You're not going to the red carpets. Like, we sit in the house watching TV just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? On that. Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, man. Some people can't handle that.
Eating that cat.
They can't handle that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's no different than, you know, like when Jordan left the league, within 6 months he was divorced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And then bought the Bobcats in the same year. Gangster. You know what I'm saying? I'm divorcing you. Take that money and I'm buying the Bobcat.
But, you know, so sometimes, man, that change of who you are or who you are as a couple, sort of like that dynamic changing, everybody kind of handles that differently, man. But you know what? Here's to a peace of mind. And that's what I saw when he had these balloons back here and all of that.
That's what I was saying too, El. The fact that this dude, you can tell he's good now, man.
Oh yeah,
he's good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I ain't seen Dre smile in a minute either.
No, none of us have, man.
Shout out to him.
There's just not an easy way.
No,
there is no playbook to break up with somebody.
No,
I mean,
especially a lawyer.
and that's the thing, man. Is
we see this too. Just in sports, like when
for sure.
when KD didn't drop Westbrook at Jewel, and he was dipping to Golden State. Man, they had an ugly situation. But there's no good way to say I'm out.
No, that never is, man. That never is. But sometimes, man, the stress of not knowing like what's gonna happen.
The not knowing the unknown.
It drives the knife in the back, man.
When you sitting there, you're going like, is it gonna be a 3 billion situation, a 1 billion situation, or a $10 million situation? If you don't know, like, man, it can start to mess with you. And so sometimes it's just good to know whatever that number is, like, oh, I know what the number is, I know where it's at, and I don't have to think about that anymore. I can just put that out of my mind because it's settled. And sometimes stuff being settled is exactly where you need to be, man. Especially as you age, man.
That's the most amicable way. That's the most amicable way to do it. And hopefully Dre had a good lawyer to where,
hopefully,
you know what I'm saying? Lawyer was like, look, this should be our top line, almost like selling a house. This is our top line. And this is gonna be the bare minimum that we will accept.
Here's the floor.
Right.
And she's still trying to think about the court because I think she was trying to get $1 million a month or some bull. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I think it was 2
million. Man, once I put them balloons up, like Dre got, it's over. You're not getting a single.
Yeah, you're not getting nothing, bro. And then I think what hurt her though is like he had ripped up that fake little prenup, but he had the real one in that glass case somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dre for that
petty move. That petty move. Yeah. He was in the Skeletor. He was in the Skeletor bag then, wasn't he?
Yeah. Wow. Hey, but shout out to Dre, man. What's crazy, man, is what I see is I was watching the Defiant ones. He sprinkled her all up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was at all the premieres, man, lately. But so maybe I'm thinking is like maybe she was just like done, but then he was trying to keep it together. And she was like, man, I've been done. I've been smashing the pool boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I just need the bread. You know what I'm saying? So, but this other thing too. Shout out to the married folks, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you still married right now through the pandemic, it's at least real. At least a little
realer than real.
It's got to be,
man. Everybody, man, that whole Jalen Rose situation. I know LB had put his arms around him one time, but everybody goes to LB. If you're in Detroit, you gotta holler at him before you make a move in the courthouse.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
But at the end of the day, man, that Jalen and Molly Karam kind of was like a little different too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
man.
And he filed for divorce. So when a man files for divorce,
hopefully theirs doesn't get aired out in public. It seems like they've been able to kind of handle things behind closed doors.
They work for the same company, so they got to do that. They ain't trying to mess their bags up.
And salute to both of them for that too, and really salute Jalen for not even following with some of the shenanigans that like media takeout and some of them put out there.
Stephen A. Smith is not hitting Molly. Stop it.
Stop.
Bro.
And Jalen probably would have slapped that dude.
Yeah,
long time
smacked
ago.
His little George Jefferson off his joint, man. Get out of here.
That stay back. You got that stay back with that patio fro.
Stay back. Not way back, but a stay back.
Yeah, man. He working on that back up there, bro.
But like I said, man, shout out to the married folks, man. Like I said, man, like real talk, man.
Salute.
Just love in general, man. If you're looking at a lot of situations now, man, like love is on the back burner. It's all about this crazy things going on. So if you do got somebody in life that's dope, man, salute. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on to him, man. Hold on to him, man. Because
and act right.
Goddamn,
act right.
There you go. Let's throw that out there too. Everybody act right.
You know what I'm saying? Start acting right, man. The other thing too, man. Life is short, man. If you ain't took your wife out or you ain't done nothing for your husband, man, like do something nice, man, and buy copying a FRSHOUT mug. If you in the doghouse, this might get you out the doghouse.
Iceberg, the Segway King.
There you go. Man.
Hey, man, that's how we do it, bro.
And hit that subscribe button and the like button while you
at least take it to KFC, man. You know what I'm saying?
KFC at least, man.
Get that Harlow sandwich.
hey, Jay Kim's over here with the segue.
There it is. I see it.
Hey man, we gotta start with Jay Camp's main man, Jack Harlow. Jay Camp's the mayor of Louisville.
That's my guy, man. With Harlow.
Yeah, man. Okay.
They got Harlow. They announced their deal with KFC. First of all, if y'all don't know, about the Midwest. KFC is actually originated in Louisville. That's the headquarters. You know what I'm saying? Jay Kemp's homegrown spot. But they announced their partnership with donating $250,000 to some of the tornado victims, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot, man. So Jay Camp, just starting off, man, what was your thoughts on this partnership, but also them just donating a big sack of bread to this situation, you know what I'm saying?
A big bag, man. I mean,
that's
shout
a
out to
big bag, man.
Absolutely. Shout out to Yum Brands, which is they own KFC, Taco Bell, a bunch
Show
of
us some love too, to send some coupons.
spots. Exactly. But for dropping that bag, man, I mean, that was a terrible event that took place with that tornado, man. I mean, they said that tornado covered like 200 miles. You know what I'm saying? Like it stayed on the ground. It's crazy. And it was like an F4, and they talk about it may have been an F5, a mile wide, just completely flattened Mayfield, which is in the western part of the state, right outside of Paducah, Kentucky. But man, I mean, the whole state was impacted by it because I know, like where my folks live at, they had like some trees and stuff down in their area. A lot of power was out. Basically, the whole state didn't have any power. 100 lives lost. So this is definitely big of KFC to step up, and Jack Harlow as well. I know he kind of already had some of these concerts planned because he was going to do like the I think Nothing Like Home tour or whatever it's called. He was going to do 2 shows in Louisville anyway. But this kind of just happened to all kind of come full circle where he was able to partner with KFC. And I think they talk about maybe giving a little bit more on top of that too.
Okay.
So it's been some other folks.
Number one, it's a good look. It's a good look, number one, but it's also just a dope move, man, because those communities were already like, Mayberry type bulls. So giving them any kind of bread, man, is really a good look right now. And you don't, and what's funny, they're not getting a lot of airwave love either. You know what I'm saying? So this puts a lot of eyes on the situation, and hopefully people start matching what KFC is doing, man. So
I think eventually, once more people see like the damage that was done, I mean, it really does look like the movie Twister. In Mayfield. I mean, it's crazy. I think LB showed that tweet of like the drone footage, man. I mean, it was crazy, man. I mean, it didn't look like the town was ever there. I mean, Mayfield's not the biggest town in the world. I mean, but they do have like, a couple of factories that kind of like serve as like the economic engine of the entire town. So when you just flatten that type of stuff, and you talking about, that's worse than the pandemic.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? When you remove the actual bread source from
like the downtown was gone.
It was gone, bro. It was completely gone. Schools, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's just, it's hard to really fathom like devastation like that and what people do, because it's more than just your back being against a wall. Like that's life changing, because then you have to kind of plan. You don't plan for that. You know what I'm saying? You don't prepare. There's nothing that can prepare you for losing everything. The town losing everything. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to KFC and for Jack Harlow, man, for doing that.
Huge.
I'll go in real quick, man.
Hey, Jammer covered it, you know what I'm saying? But just to kind of add a little bit more, it's just a big move, you know what I'm saying? Because kind of like Jammer was saying, for a whole town to just be like basically wiped out, man, like
crazy.
It's like what do you do? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like you can even be like, oh, I'm gonna go stay at my cousin's house or my sister's house.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go to my grandma's house.
Yeah, you can't go to your grandma. Like you can't do none of that because all of them is all wiped out as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you gonna do? Go try to stay with somebody out of town and then try to come back and build your stuff back up? Like there's no good answers and there's no good solutions. And so
just gotta help.
Anytime you can get an infusion of help, man, for situations like that, it is a game changer, because it's like, man, what you gonna do? Call State Farm or something? You know what I'm saying? Jake from State Farm is gonna snap his fingers or something.
Right.
Hey, Jake, I need something, man.
Right.
Like that's just not how this works. You know what I'm saying? And then to be perfectly honest, I can already tell you in a month from now, 6 months from now, we gonna get that story talking about how the insurance company didn't want to pay out.
Oh,
for this
we down for flood, but it was the wind.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it was,
Right.
or they'll say, it was the water and not the wind, and you'd be like, well, I thought I had water. Nah, you didn't have that kind
Right.
of coverage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so we gonna hear them stories coming up, man, and because that's what rich people do. They always just
And that's the
jerking over
sad part
people,
too.
man, to try to like make themselves like be better, have more money or whatnot, and so for something like this it's gonna be a huge help. Because
you got $20,000 worth of damage. We'll give you $5,000.
Yeah. Oh well, there was a depreciation in what you had there. So here's $7,000 for.
We're going to give you
the
what the home is worth. Right now.
Yeah. We're gonna give you what we think the home was worth, and our guy said, what we think. You know what I'm saying?
And they so grimy, they'll send somebody out there.
Yeah, they'll send somebody out there.
They'll look at the wood on the ground like, oh yeah, this is probably bro. You can't do that, man. You can't do people like that, man.
So
first of all, shout out to Kentucky, man. First of all, all three of us are connected to Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? From Louisville to Lexington to Jeff.
Henderson.
That
what's
that spot we used to go to all the time? Morganfield, Kentucky.
Morganfield.
Bowling Green got hit too. I know it's a lot of folks from Evansville that go to Western Kentucky, man. So shout out to Bowling Green.
Hey man, we go to Hendo for that chicken. You know how we do it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jamie Cole too. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. Man. You know, that's our guy down there. That's fam all day. But like I said, man, Kentucky's that's home for us, man. So we want everybody to heal. I love what Jack Harlow's doing. Even if you don't like his music, man, I think he's a great ambassador for Louisville. Besides that club situation, but other than that, man,
I did have to slip it in there, but that's facts. Though.
Other than that club situation, but I think he's a great ambassador for Yum. I think it's a great move. I think it shows a lot of kids that, man, you can do a lot of dope things through hip hop and music. And he can flow. Like he's not no gimmick dude. He's not Little Nas X and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? The dude can flow, man. Yeah,
man.
So like I said, I think it's a really good move, man. And we want to see more people donating, man, and trying to help out as much as they can. So man. Last thing on the list, man, before we get out of here, man. Again, if you're new to the show, man, we got a couple more new people I'm seeing on here, man. If you're new to the show, Fresh Out Show, IG, Fresh Out Show, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Actually, we've been seeing more people looking at the videos, but y'all ain't subscribing, cuz you gotta subscribe.
Yeah, you gotta hit that subscribe button.
We here every Wednesday, 9 o'clock. If we on CP time, it's gonna be 9:30.
It's usually 9:30.
About 9:30. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, people got kids to do. You know
man.
What I mean? Every show, man, we do our flowers of the week, man. So starting off with J Kent, man. Who gets your flowers of the week, man?
Man, it's I gotta go to my guy RZA, man. Not RZA, Raekwon. My bad. I said RZA.
It's same vein though. You know what I'm saying?
You get flowers too, but I gotta go.
You get them, son. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta go Ray, man. Ray tried to get that joint with DiCaprio, man. It fell through, but he still got some stuff in the works, man. And plus he's got that that new album coming out too. So there's supposed to be kind of like I think this is supposed to be the sequel to Only Built for Cuban Links. So shout out to Ray for that. And just being a great ambassador for hip hop, man. Like Ray don't say nothing bad about any other artist, even the new cats. He's always embracing the new cats. He's always showing love. You know, he was on your boy's show,
Vlad TV.
Vlad dropping some gems, but the one him and Ghost had with Nori on Drink Champs. That was a
shout out Drink Champs, man. They follow us on Twitter. Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to Drink Champs, man. But that was a great interview, and Ray was showing love to a bunch of artists there. And basically, he said he want to get down with LOX. They want to get that the verses popping.
They want to get that second round. And when I was reading, they said they're going to do some second rounders this year coming up. So you might even see Bone against 3 6 again.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're gonna do some second rounders.
Just want to make sure that Ray get his love, man, because he don't, people don't really, when they speak of like great hip hop artists, Ray's name doesn't really pop up a lot. But he's never put out bad music, and man, he's been a staple in the game too. And again, like he's been doing it since what, mid-90s, man, and he's still putting out projects today. You know what I'm saying? So we always got to show, the folks that we grew up listening to love, man, and Ray deserve every bit of them rose petals and flowers, man.
Hey man, shout out to our guy, family, Freddie G, the General, man. Come on,
there he is, Freddie G,
playing, man.
Check out Freddie G too, man.
If y'all not following Freddie G, man, hit his IG, man. Definitely buy one of the Fed Up shirts, man. I'm copping one, man.
We need one too.
I need a black one
of them, man. Like, bless us one good time, bro. With the Fed,
man. I'm definitely copping the shirt, man. You know what I'm saying? But shout out Freddie G, the General, man.
Shout out Freddie G.
LB, what's your flowers, man?
You know what? I'm gonna keep it Houston. I'm gonna keep it Texas. I'm gonna go with my man Scarface. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Scarface, man. You know, he had the kidney scare. I think it was.
He's the OG in the game, man. Let's stop playing, man.
Oh, OG in the game, man. And I'm glad we didn't lose him, man. And
I'm so happy we didn't lose him.
And then I know he was getting into local politics a little bit down there, trying to do his thing that way as well.
Mount Rushmore too. He's on Mount Rushmore too.
Yeah. So Scarface.
I love the fact that they like doing that podcast together too, man. I think that's dope, man.
Man. Plus he said F Elvis when they was interviewing 8Ball and MJG. He said, man, y'all got some great artists down there. He said, I'm gonna tell you one I don't like. That's that damn Elvis Presley, man. F Elvis. I don't care what Elvis. I hope I ain't disrespecting y'all, but F Elvis. So shout out to Scarface for saying that,
man. Yeah, shout out to Scarface, man. And he's connected with Jay Prince as well. You know what I'm saying?
They shout out to Jay Prince too, man.
Yeah, they some bosses down there, man.
And shout out to Jay Prince Jr. He just got out the pen. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
He's back on the block, man. Hey, Houston's about to turn up, man. With Jay Prince Jr. on the block, it's gonna be a problem, man. Mob Ties, man. If y'all ain't got cop some of his gear, man, get the Freddie G gear. But you also got to get that Mob Ties gear from Jay Prince Jr., man. Support the black businesses, man. Like y'all go out here and buy this Gucci and all that, man. That's cool. But support the brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? All day long, man. You got to do that, man. Spend your $30, $40 on them, man. Real talk.
Yeah, man.
I gotta stay in Houston, man. I gotta do my dude Slim Thug, man.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
My
dude Slim, man, holds it down, man. He's got the construction company, the Boss Up Construction. They just doing it. Boss Life Construction. They got the clothing line, the series,
the restaurants too.
His gear too, the restaurant, man. I mean, the dude he's showing you how to age gracefully, man. You know what I'm saying? If I look at even like
and he still make OG music.
Facts. I mean, like seriously, I'll take it home to even us, man. When I look at our crew from VU, shout out to Vincennes University. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
Purdue, Socrates, man, Rebirth the Sock, man. When I see these dudes doing their thing, Freddie G's doing his thing, Despo Nation's doing his thing. I seen the Creator, man, he's doing his thing too, man. All the dudes that we deal with, man. Ability, Son One, man. Everybody's aging gracefully. Shout out to C Ray too. I seen C Ray in the studio doing his thing in Cali, man. On the West Coast, wherever he at on the West Coast, he's doing his thing too, man. Everybody's aging gracefully, man. And Slim Thug's one of those dudes, man. Like he's showing you how to do it. You know what I'm saying? He's taking care of his kids. He's being a great father. He's still getting out here hitting these clubs. He's still sugar daddy Slim. You know what I'm saying? He's making the music for a young iceberg Slim like myself.
I need to run that album back too,
man. And like he's still doing the music, still doing his thing, being an ambassador for Houston. Shout out to Les Dog. Les Dog, you and Slim need to get up, man, do a collabo or something, man, on the podcast. But Slim is just, man, he's just a representative, man, like of just.
I got to get them Houston Rockets right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And when we come to Houston, man, give us a hall pass, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Show us some love. Take us out, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know how it is.
Give us a hall pass, man. But you know, like I said, man, Slim is my guy, man. You know, he really holds it down, man. And like I said, man, shout out to Freddie G. Shout out to everybody doing their thing,
salute.
man. See Ray, Ability Beats, man. Someone Bebo P ain't in the building tonight, man. But shout out to him, man. He got the night off, man.
Man.
My dude Nightmare, you know what I'm saying?
Nightmare.
Everybody's holding it down, man. I would love seeing the Black brothers get their money, doing their thing, taking care of the family, taking care of kids, man, and holding it down. Seriously, man, like it's nothing but love, man. And let's share that bread too, man. Spend some money with your boys. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Let's work.
You know what I'm saying? And we got to work, man. And like I said, man, if you're missing out on the music, you need some cool local music or some independent music. Complete got his little album out, man. We're gonna put the link in the description. Freddie G got some music, man. Come on, man. We got some good music out here, man. Support the brothers, man.
We got you.
So before we get up out of here, man, you know, what's y'all thoughts, man, before we get out?
Man, just shout out to the people, man. As always, man. You know,
always.
That Omicron variant, again, it just sounds like a transformer to me, but it's hard for me to say Omicron without thinking of Transformers. But yo, it's spreading. It's still serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, y'all got to.
Hey, man, stay in the house.
Just just mask up. I don't understand why it's so hard to just throw a mask on, man. You know what I'm saying?
I've been seeing more people getting into fights because they won't put no mask on.
It's the craziest
which is
thing
crazy. Like if you rock a mask nowadays, man, you looked at like you got the Rona. like I got that dude.
And don't sneeze.
Exactly,
nah, man. It's a wrap.
Exactly. That's like somebody fertile saying, "Oh, I want you to go ahead and take. Why are you wearing that Jimmy? I don't understand why you in here with the Jimmy on." The same way I wear my mask. I ain't trying to catch nothing. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So y'all got to stop being on their foolery, man. But shout out to the people, man. You know what I'm saying? We got love for y'all. All we trying to do, free game, educate. You know what I'm saying? Spread love and just put people in a position of success, man. That's what we doing. We try to be a beacon for that. We trying to show y'all when you got people that work together, where it don't matter if you black, white, Korean, don't matter. I don't know why Korean popped in my head, but it just did.
You want some chicken?
It don't matter what color you are, but for real. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your peoples, work together, because you can build more as a unit versus trying to go out here and do it alone. And
like, man, I think that Ye and Drake, man, kind of set it off, man.
It set it off, man.
You know what I'm saying?
If that don't motivate you to put aside the pettiness and just the foolery, man, and just work with your people, especially when you know that you can just make things happen. And we got to start building millionaires and building communities and just building prosperity. We want to give our kids something to look forward to. Make
I can't pass down this degree and I can't pass down this job.
But your last name should mean something.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
But I can pass down a business. I can pass down the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the kids need right now, man. Like I said, I've been seeing a lot of dudes, man, holding it down. We don't give enough credit to these black fathers out here,
holding it down.
Man.
The black fathers is killing them, man. You know, we don't get the love that the mamas get. Shout out to the mamas.
Shout out to the moms.
I do see a lot of brothers, man, holding it down, putting their sons in positions to win, putting their daughters on game, and putting them in position to win, get the bag. So, like I said, man, it's been real, man. Like I said, I don't know if we're gonna do a show next week, but
we'll
before we get out of here, man, just happy holidays, everybody, man. Stay safe, stay cool.
Yes. Enjoy the time with your family.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, man? If we get out here, man, one time.
Go ahead, El.
Hey, nothing big, man. Just, you know, like I said, it's just peace and love, man. Just take it easy, man. Try to take it easy, because you know, like these brothers have said, man, life is short, man. It's
too short, man.
It's too short to be dealing with the ridiculousness and all of the dumb stuff. So, you know, just find you some peace, and if you can find you some love, get you some love too. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of people out here that's on that crazy, and Don't settle for crazy. You know what I'm saying? But
absolutely.
you know, and if you can't find that love, then just find some peace, man.
Hey man, shout out to Nightmare too, man, in the building, man.
Shout out to Nightmare.
Down. Yes.
And
I know Nightmare got some in that cup though. I think he got some in that cup right now. What time is it over there?
I know he do.
Man, he got some in that cup, man. In that Wendy's cup. I know how you do it, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out.
Don't be calling no other grown man no ugly MFers either.
Nah.
Don't do that. Don't go there with it.
Shout out to Nightmare,
man. Leave that
Don't
alone.
go there with it.
Yeah, that's all it is, man. And shout out
keep
to the
our
fans,
dignity.
Man. Keep the dignity, man. Keep it.
Yeah, man. So when you leaving on, Jim?
I'm heading out tomorrow. Flight leave about 6-ish, about 6:05, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? Praying for a good flight.
Yeah, man.
Don't get delayed. You know, niggas want to fight it. You know, they want to fight at the airport, man. You know, down there, man.
They do.
They have to bring a Thule
man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to snatch nobody's gifts. That's why I ain't done no Christmas shopping yet, because I don't want, you know what I'm saying, to leave nothing behind. So I'm gonna get everything when I get there.
Don't be flying that Spirit, man, unless we get a
No, I ain't doing that Spirit, man. My back can't handle them seats.
Hey, them seats is hard and they skinny, boy. You gotta be Bebo P, man, on them joints, man.
Nah,
man. You realize, like, when you get older, like, I realize things that I need to splurge on. One of those things is a good plane seat. I'd rather get a good
cheese too,
seat.
like the Boondocks say. You gotta get some good cheese too.
Yeah, man. And I need that leg room. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, man.
I can't be going to like Wabash College and laying on a hard floor no more just to see Outcasts. Nah, I gotta be in the bed now, bro. I'm too old.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. You don't want that because them Spirit seats, man, they only fit dudes that's like
Bebo P size.
Nah,
bro,
man.
you gotta be
like 5'5", about 135. Okay. If you taller than 5'5" and you more than 135 pounds, man, you can't fly Spirit, man. It's a wrap.
It's over.
Yeah,
and don't sit next to a fat man.
I'm passing the Spirit on that one.
You sit next to a fat man, his arm is gonna be all in your lap. It is what it is on that Spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Do you even get like peanuts in a drink on Spirit?
Yeah, you don't get nothing.
I ain't never food
you don't get nothing, dude. You gotta pay for it. It's about $3 for a bag of peanuts.
I tell you what you get. You're gonna get sick. That's what you're gonna get. Flying Spirit. That's the only thing you're gonna get, man. A disease.
Especially if you sit next to a fat man and he gotta get up and go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you
might when you be on there asleep and you gotta get up out your seat because this man gotta go to the bathroom. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, you might get punched in the waiting room trying to get on the plane, man. It's too crazy.
LB, what you gotta say, man, before we get up out of here, man, to the people?
Hey, nothing, man. Just I appreciate y'all, man, and thanks for rocking with us, and we're gonna try to keep this going as long as we can, man. Keep delivering this good content, and hopefully we can pass it on to the next generation of folks, man, and they can start schooling the game too.
Yeah. Hey, man, like I said, we out, man. Bebo P, man, salute to you. You had the night off, man. But yeah, man, shout out to all the people, man, that's going down. You know how we do, man. Like I said, it may be the last one for the year. We'll try to skip one more up in there real quick.
We try to squeeze it on in, but if we can't, we got y'all.
Yeah,
Q1.
Like I said, man, keep checking out the channel. Keep checking out the IG, man. We're gonna keep on showing that love and show us some love too. Again, man, J Camp, LB, Bebo P, man. We out, man.
Fresh out.